Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to a little bit of Stellaris here. So, continuing just trucking along here, and I think at this point in time we can manage to get ourselves our peace declaration here. So we're going to try and negotiate a white peace here. This isn't really great for us, obviously, because we would obviously like to get a bunch of other stuff, but I think that offering white peace at this point in time is going to be just fine. And that should tick through, and if we can manage that, we'll be able to start using our fleets more productively to try and take out the Fallen Empire. So it looks like we're able to get that piece that we wanted there, so that's good. Start rushing our fleets back to Hestimer. So yeah, it's going to be a bit interesting seeing how that all goes for us. I don't necessarily need my transport fleets to be going there, but we'll send them up to Urlon, and we'll actually get all of our transport, or all our military fleets here. I don't need them consolidated really, but oops. Okay, there we go. While I don't need them consolidated, I do probably want to have all three of them attacking this particular fleet here. Okay, so that should be all of our strike forces. They should be repairing just fine by themselves, so I don't think I really need anything as far as that goes. Go ahead and grab another core sector. It's not really great either, but whatever. It doesn't really make a huge difference at this point in time. Ah, shit. It's going to stop all my fleets from moving. Okay, so I guess I need to move them up to Hestimer the slow way, or maybe actually I should... Oh, we actually still see them. Okay, we're going to head them towards Pennock, though, just because. Now, what's our total fleet power in all three of these fleets here? 50, 80, somewhere a little bit over 80,000. Okay, so if we can take out Pennock there, we should be in a decent enough spot there. But without having to deal with that other war, it allows us to sort of, like, the other fact is that we'll get a long-term sort of peace negotiation with that, and that's going to help us make sure that we aren't getting stabbed too much in the back here while we're fighting this war, because I want to be able to throw all of our resources at it. Okay, so these guys have got their fleets sort of sent back here. I don't know what happened to them. 32,000... Did they get beat or something like that? Oh yeah, their fleets are at half health, so they must have killed something. Or I think they would have killed something, but... Send you guys here. And with all our fleets naturally sort of recovering health, I don't think I need to worry too much about this. Now, they're going to have more than the one fleet here. They're going to have, like, several fleets all total. So what we need to sort of do is hit and runs here. We need to be able to take out a fleet and then move on to the next one after recovering our own fleets. So it's not going to be a case of just get in, smash everything, and win. It's going to be a long sort of attrition-y kind of war there. Alright, so what did we get ourselves into here? Apparently they don't actually have very strong stations. 3.7k on a single station there. That's actually not that good. Alright, let's get the upgraded kinetic artillery. That's going to be a big boost to us. I would have liked it if we could have had the kinetic artillery and the psionic shields before this war, because that would have just made it so that we could probably just win this outright. Now we're going to have to sort of drop ships out of the fight as we sort of go on here. Prismatic lenses, patron of the arts. I'd get the patron of science thing, but it doesn't make a whole ton of sense right now. Okay, so here's their fleet. So yeah, like, as our fleets get weaker, I need to start warping them out, depending on what's happening. I'm not sure I want to be fighting this near this station, but it should be relatively okay. I don't think that the station's going to add too much difficulty to it. Actually, no. Let's move all our fleets back this way. I don't want to take this fight near the station if I don't have to. Like, there's no reason for me to do it, so might as well move this away. Give me a little bit of time as well to get our hull points back at full there. You can see that because of our natural regeneration, we're actually getting quite a lot, so... What the hell are these guys doing? Alright, let's try and chase them down, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they realize that they're actually a lot weaker than us. Well, not a lot weaker, but they are weaker than us here. Alright, so I need to get some of the stuff on the planets done in here. Not really anything I can do at this point. It's lovely. Alright. Why don't we go ahead and check in on our sectors. I might give some of them a little bit of minerals, see what we can get out of it. So you guys have plenty of minerals, you guys don't. So we'll give you guys, like, to that much, that's fine. Give you a couple hundred more. Alright, and I can withdraw at any time, like, a lot of energy out of these guys, so that's probably where we'll get it from if we need it. Oh, okay. So now we've got a chance to go after these guys' stations. Oh, shit. I guess we get these guys up here. Try and keep them near our other fleets, just for safety's sake. But if they jump in on my fleets here, I'm going to be in a little bit of an unhappy spot because my fleets are going to get attacked from the rear while we're attacking that station, which I suspect is probably going to happen. But you can see these guys crossing all of this sort of space here to get at my transport fleet, so that's going to give us a bit of time. Spaceport at center. It's now working on Paragon. Let's work on that next. Vitriol. Let's get another one of those and another one of those. Okay. So that got us our ship out of there fast enough. Now these guys are going to have to turn all the way around and then head all the way to the outside of the system and then teleport back on us. So should be fine. And we're starting on their stations here. So they are apparently allowed to have their defense stations a lot closer than normal. So actually, maybe not. That's pretty far away, I guess. They are firing at us with these ridiculously long-range sort of lasers that they get as just a factional thing. And they're starting to fire that kinetic long-range at us, too, so all that's pretty bad. Still haven't fired a single shot at them, I don't think. Oh, yeah, now we're starting to return fire a little bit there. That it's taking some damage pretty fast now, all of a sudden. But once we close into close range, we'll be able to take these sorts of ships out really, really quickly. Okay, so their fleet over here, I'm wondering where it's going to head towards, because it's probably going to head towards our, fleet and take it out, but... Alright, get some more of those. I'm also building ships actually in Herma, so... Got a little bit coming out of here. I'm going to keep building more stuff out of here, though. Let's do another Hyperion. How's our fleet in 4th? It's at 3,000. It's pretty mediocre, so it's going to take a while before I think it's... Yeah, I kind of figured this might happen. Here comes their main fleet from behind us. But we should finish off their station before that can actually do anything to us. Okay, we're going to move these guys up to here. Oh shit, are we fighting this station now? Oh crap, I think we're fighting... What are we actually attacking here? And also, why are our fighters all still streaming towards that dead target? This is suboptimal. Okay. We've got an awful lot of fighters, actually. Yeah, those are a major-ish part of our... Okay, no, it's definitely these guys. Okay. I don't seem to have turned around to fight them, though, so that's really bad. Oh no, we are attacking this outpost. Shit. Probably should have just waited until we had a better opportunity for that. I think we retreat this group here. Maybe not. The problem is, these shots coming in from our rear are actually probably dealing a lot of damage to our fleets here. And I'm just not retaliating back against it. Nope. Yeah, I'm just going to retreat everybody, I think. Because this is such a bad angle for me. What the hell are we even attacking? I can't even tell. Alright, this is gonna suck. Let's just hit the retreat button for everything. Alright, so... Puts all of our fleets back to somewhere. I'm hoping it's Hestemer, but not really sure about that. So we'll probably have lost a lot of fleet power off of that whole thing, but I guess we do a Hail Mary pass here. Let's go into the Shroud. That was such a weird angle. That was just unfair. Increase unity. Low probability of increased firing rate, but that would actually be pretty good. We'll go with the medium, though, just because it's less likely to give us a negative. That gives us plus 30% monthly unity. That's going to work us towards our next thing faster, though, too. So this means we'll get that in 14 months instead of whatever. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to deal with this. I don't really know, though. We'll have taken a lot of damage from that warp out. Fortunately, we got our ally coming in just with a harassment fleet, so that's all fine. Yeah, I need to be... super careful about those sorts of engagements, just where they come in from behind, and it's just impossible for me to deal with. This is getting us a lot of extra energy, though, since all three of our fleets are kind of AFK right now, so... Yeah, we did 0 damage to them, basically. Allies coming in to deal basically 0 damage before they get killed, I'd imagine. But yeah, we should be appearing back in Hestemer. I can't imagine where else we might end up. I mean, we could end up anywhere else, but that's the most likely. Still want to get a few more energy power plants. Let's just max those out. on this planet here. And I think we're basically at cap. So that's all kind of okay. Couple more of those. Couple more of these. Alright, so there's our fleets back in action. Didn't actually lose that much on the warp out, so that's pretty damn good. All our fleets, though, pretty beat up. I'm going to let them actually heal back up in Hestimer, because that'll make it a lot faster. But, yeah, hopefully we'll be okay here. We can actually get Hestimer upgraded up a bit here. Well, actually, no, let's not do that. Let's do it like this. Crew quarters. There we go. Alright, so... yeah, back down to minus 82 for our energy credits. It's kind of nice, actually, when our fleet all warps out and is completely missing, because that gives us some pretty interesting advantages economically. Oh, well, anyway. Let's go to Hestimer Prime again here. I also want this level 2 at the very least. But, alright, these fleets are all regaining their hit points while we sort of head back, so this will all happen pretty quickly. Like, you can see how fast we're regenerating our hull points. I'm going to probably need to go into our ship designers here. I don't think that I can do this without upgrading to the kinetics, even though like this isn't the one that I want. It's still better than what I currently have. So if we look at the damage values on this, let's actually take a moment here. Average damage is 14.17. By contrast to what I had previously, we had the 11.67, so it's a decent increase in damage, but more importantly, it's a huge increase in range. It goes from, what is the range on this thing? It's like 60, I think? It's 85 to 100, so it's not as big as I thought it was, but... actually, let's check. How much longer do we have till we get 70 months? Yeah, so I guess we get our ship designers in here. So anything that had like the smaller one, we're going to start upgrading to have the kinetic batteries there. So we can actually add in like 2 kinetic batteries onto these things. This makes them very, very effective there. Can't quite save because of our energy, damn it. And got 0-point reactors though, so we should be able to, yeah, we're fine now. Okay. Could get the tier 5 hyper shields in, but I don't really feel like that's going to be a meaningful difference right now for us. So I think we go for the Damocles as is right now. Have we got an increase in damage? No. Okay. Might as well do this then, see if we can get that increase in damage. It's only 1%, but it's pretty good. I don't know. And then we could also go with this. Chance to evade increased by a decent amount. Sublight speed, combat speed. We actually had some problems with our sublight speed and our combat speed last fight, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. And I think I actually will just get the hyper shields right now. Alright, so that changes the cost of the Damocles to 1,023, which is ridiculously high, but that's fine. These guys down here, let's just upgrade that. That's pretty much all we need to upgrade. That's fine, actually. The Argo, it's already got that. It's already got that. Alright, so that's all okay, actually. I don't really feel like we need to upgrade the shield, but since we've only got 1 medium, then yeah, we could actually do that. Perfect. And then the Hyperion-class battleships here. So 3 of these kinetic artillery here. I've already got the improved fighter wings. I don't think I've got the advanced, have I? I do have the advanced. Okay. Advanced that, and advanced that, so... That switch out should be actually fairly inexpensive, but the other one's pretty damn expensive. You can already see like how much more money or how much more energy this is going through. These things I actually do want the hyper shields on if I can get those. 2 and 3. So this ship is going to become much more expensive. I don't really feel like I need these thrusters necessarily, but we can get this and that's not really that bad. Okay, so that's fine. Go ahead and save that result there. Okay, and we'll try and get these ships to upgrade while they're at port really quick here. So I don't know how long that's going to take us, though. I might have to spread between 3 different fleets, or 3 different ports, but I think we've got a little bit of time before these guys actually try to kill us. Because they do take you very lightly, these aliens here. Okay, I don't have any great systems, though, to send these guys to. Like, they're all so far away, and I want to keep all my fleets consolidated together, so we're probably just going to have to do them all at Hestimer. Alright. We'll start with this one, I think. Should increase our fleet power by a decent amount, but yeah, this will cost us another 3,000. once all 3 fleets have sort of landed and are repaired, it should reduce our upkeep down to something manageable. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty good now. So I don't really need the spaceport 2, but I still want to finish that crew quarters. Can't remember what sort of edicts we can get right now. I don't think there's any that help with this. Alright, well, whatever. I'm kind of wondering as well, like, do I really need to have all 3 of my fleets upgraded in the same way? Probably not. Like, I can probably get away with just upgrading 1 for now. Because it's just how much it's going to cost me to upgrade all 3 of these. Like, I don't even know how long this is going to take us. It's probably going to take us bloody forever. Okay, so how much construction time is this actually going to take us? Oh, man. Alright, well, whatever. Let's get on some other stuff first, I guess, while we're waiting here. I can't actually even build more ships right now, because we're doing this. Okay, well, gets us enough, I think, to upgrade this fleet pretty soon. Wait 1 more month, I guess, and then we'll start that. That's fine. This is going to take us 3 years. Holy shit. Okay, let's find a planet that we can do this faster on. I think we need an engineering bay or something like that. Okay, so ship upkeep. Nope, okay. Holy hell. Alright. I think, you know what? Let's just, we're gonna have to just make do with the fleet that we have, I think, at this point in time. So, we're at minus 2%, it looks like. I think that's because my allies have been running in with their fleets and sort of suiciding. I don't know. I kind of want this upgrade, I kind of don't. It's so expensive, but... Alright, we're going to send 2 of our fleets up to Medgar, I think. You as well. Yeah, I need some more systems down here, I think. Alright, that's going to put us back in the negatives for a little while, but that's okay. It's going to take us 3 bloody years to upgrade all our stuff. I can't believe that. Alright, Boon of the Shroud, though. It's going to give us that 15% extra firepower and that potential to get something pretty good here, so we'll see what our firepower increases to with a 15% increase. I don't really remember how the math stacks on that. But yeah, if we get attacked by this stuff, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble, but it shouldn't be too bad. It's only going to be 3 months before we get all this going here, though. Alright. Probably put an edict down on this place here for the extra minerals, but... yeah, let's go with it. Let's chuck that in there. 193 now. That's fine. Alright. I think we're basically done constructing things pretty much everywhere. It's going to cost us like 10,000 in total for both our fleets or something ridiculous. Alright, let's grab that. Means that our admirals are going to start off at like cap level basically. We've also got plus 15%, so yeah, a small increase, but a sizable enough increase to notice. It's not bad. I don't really mind that. Now, I do have an Ascension perk that I can pick through here, but unfortunately there's nothing that I really think would be too great right now. I could certainly go for Galactic Contender right now, but I feel like would be a bit of a waste, since I think I can win without it. Unless this fleet in Hestimer gets taken out or something like that, that would be just atrocious. Alright, let's also upgrade you guys, I guess. Cost 1,000 something, that's fine. Alright, grab that. Grab that. It's going to cost us 5,000 for that one fleet. Jesus. Hopefully I've got crew quarters in at least some of these. Alright, got one there at least. We got one here? No, we don't. Well, whatever. That's fine. Alright. So I think that by the time we sort of get all 3 of our fleets upgraded, well, technically all 4, but we'll have spent like enough time that I might be able to get back into the Shroud or something like that. Also, we're reaching our naval capacity, and I've got the increased naval capacity from our government as well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so that's suboptimal, but guess we'll have to deal. Alright, back up to plus 70. We've been spending so much energy on these wars here. It's kind of not ideal. They want a whole bunch of... okay, 250, that's fine, that's fine. Are we actually upgrading these yet, or are we... Okay, that one's actually being upgraded. That one was actually being upgraded. Sometimes like you've got them queued to upgrade, but they aren't actually upgrading because they've got... You didn't have enough minerals, so you have to sort of keep pooling minerals after that. It's kind of awkward, but... Alright, so that's being that Petrus Secundus. We can now get our new classes of ships here. Battleships now cost 1,378. Cruiser Damocles actually is only 783. I hope I saved the design, but I think that's because of the reductions in cost that we've got. Yeah, so that has been upgraded. So pretty good. A lot of hit points and shields actually. Decent amount. Yeah, this is all in all I think a decent design. Like, the medium cutting laser is kind of a weird one, just because its damage per second is so low, but it's so cheap and so effective against, like, tough ships. It's just the range is the only really disappointing part of it. Alright, my allies bounced into these guys again. These guys are actually pretty tough here. 81,000 now. Okay, so we'll get to see what the impact on our everything is when this fleet pops first, because that'll be the first one to do it. Oh, god damn it. One of our admirals died. Okay, that's relatively okay, because our admirals start at level 5 now. Alright, I think we'll go with the firepower. Yeah, we'll go with this one. The plus evasion that you get on admirals in when you're psychic is actually really powerful. Plus 15% evasion is pretty good. Alright, Petrus Secundus down here. Let's get another battleship. Sort of get one of each, I think, actually. And then we go to Herna and do the same thing. Well, obviously I can't quite do the same thing. I need to get a bit more, one more month worth. Actually, well, whatever. That should be okay. This one actually probably is going to be the first one to finish. So it goes from 9,124. So what's it going to go up to? 9124 to 11.6. Okay, so that's a pretty sizable upgrade. Yeah, a couple thousand, so... I wonder, like, what... I can't remember what the way to increase the speed at which you upgrade ships is. I know there's a way to make it cheaper. I don't remember how to make it faster. Maybe there isn't any way. Well, either way. Head down to the surface here. I'm just going to fully upgrade a couple of these things here. Oops. Alright. Like that. Should be fine. Maybe I should focus on increasing my plants and sectors here. Okay, so those are all caps. These are, I think, mostly caps? No. Okay, so Tertius. This way I'll sort of have a little bit more fleet capacity once we end up out of this war. Or I end up with a different Prime Minister, rather, so be a little bit less screwed. Being slightly less screwed is always a good idea, in my opinion. Alright. Yeah, because we're going to be way over our fleet cap once this Prime Minister gets assassinated or something like that. Okay, so these guys still hanging out over here, it looks like. I don't know why it's saying that their fleet power is whatever they're saying it is, because that's not actually true. But whatever. Alright, fine. Ooh, we've gained access to this. Okay. I feel like that actually would be a pretty decent bonus for us. Oh shit, what's going on here? Can't assist research. Oh, this guy got kicked out, I think, from whatever system he's actually working. Okay, maybe here? Let's check what they actually have for research here. It's kind of okay, but do we have more here? No, okay. The fact that it makes the planet 10 happier is also just fine as is, so I don't have to worry too much about being super efficient on where I send those guys. I could, but, like, I'm lazy, so... Alright. Oh shit, what happened to this transport fleet? I think that warp out was actually a lot worse for them than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let's get you guys over to Hestamar Prime. And how much longer do we have on these stupid refits? You have to do another set of refits pretty soon, but like I definitely don't feel like we need to worry about refits right now on to the top tier stuff. Like the stuff that we got currently is a lot of damage more over what we were using, so should be okay. Plus that hit also boosted us up quite a bit. We're more like what is this, 70... about 90,000, about 100,000 fleet power total, so got quite a lot more fleet power than we had last time. Plus our friends keep suiciding into them, so maybe they're killing one or two things, I don't know. Might happen. Could happen. We'll go for a domination for our next one. I think that'll increase our fleet capacity because we got a couple of vassals as well. And I have really no interest in incorporating that at this point in time. I guess we need to go and do something with all these minerals that we're getting, so just keep dumping them into our sectors, I think. Keeping them at that sort of like 600 level of resources, 700 level of resources, sort of makes sure that they're constantly building. Okay. Yeah, I cannot believe it takes 3 years to upgrade a fleet. I should have just broken them all into like tiny fleets and then have them sent every which way. But what can you do? Alright. Was not quite primed for that. Well, anyway, this is going to take us bloody forever. I will be back once our ships upgrade, I guess. Alright, so here we go. Let's see if we can manage to do a little bit better this time. We got our strike forces already. I figured since we had to retreat everything, might as well do that upgrade, but kind of regretting it on account of it taking forever. Either way, let's hopefully get these guys off and to do often doing things, I guess. Yeah, we'll go after Pennock, I guess, again, but hopefully we'll catch sight of their fleets or something like that before we actually get there. We're running a fairly massive minus 134 a month deficit here, so that's lovely. I've actually moved a couple people around so that we're sort of moving people onto the energy production, but we're going to have to do some restructuring, I think, or make sure that our next set of planets are all based around energy credits or something like that, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit rough for a little while here. Could actually just genetically modify someone on one of our planets so that they produce energy, but it should be okay. Alright, trade deal has expired, one of our research agreements, that's fine. Got another sector limit. And could get climate restoration, which we're not going to be able to do because I don't really care about any of the tomb worlds, so that's useless. Let's get the fully upgraded hydroponics, I guess, there. Actually, no, I could benefit actually from one more core sector at this point in time, but if I get one more core planet, then I can sort of colonize something and just focus everything on it into energy there, so just have to find somewhere that's particularly good for that, but I had a couple in my territory actually that I could have used for that, but I've been lazy. So, was this one of the ones? No. Minerals. Nothing. Minerals. Tidal lock. Alright, so here's one of the ones that we could get extra energy credits from. So yeah, we go for places like that, and hopefully it'll be okay, but for the meantime, we've managed to hop over to here. I still don't see where their fleets are. Now, do I risk running into their stations again this time? I think we do. Get all three of these guys, make sure that they're all attacking that. take everything out as quickly as possible, I think. In fact, we're going to make sure that our move order is like up to here so that we sort of go as fast as possible along that direction. Nope, there's their fleet. Okay. So our total fleet capacity or fleet power for this is like about 115,000. So the degree to which we outmass these guys in terms of their fleet is by a decent amount. So we should be able to actually win this time. One hopes, one dreams. Just have to stay away from these stations so our ships don't get distracted by it again. I mean, you could do a warp out, warp in sort of thing here, but I think that this is going to be fine. Be interesting if there was like a race trait that made you better at like fighting starships or something like that, or captaining starships. That would be kind of interesting. But alas, there isn't, as far as I know. Oh well. I keep saying like I need to have planets that have nothing but energy on them, and I keep building other things on them. Alright, so should be, technically speaking, engaged in this battle here. They're going to be launching off all their fighters, and they're now launching off their long-range artillery at me. Now, I have also got long-range artillery this time, though, so able to counter-battery that just a little bit. Now, theirs is going to be a lot better than mine, but that's okay. Should still be able to get in some good shots here. We're losing, like, ships in our front screen here. Let's figure out what our first front navy here is primarily screening with. I think it's cruisers. Yeah, we're going to be losing a lot of Damocles in this. That's okay, though. Start building a couple replacements for that, but it's not going to matter hugely. Fighter screen now deployed from my side. Should clash pretty quickly here. They're down to 79k, so we've actually killed one of their destroyers. It's like maybe picking off some destroyers is how what we're doing here is the terms of damage, but alright, mining lasers coming in, that's fine. And here's the clash between like the sort of fighters there. It's so bright. I kind of want to slow this down here. So yeah, you can just see how many fighters there are. They've got a lot of these kinetic type weapons here. These aren't really that great though. They're pretty fast at shredding down shields, but they're more used for taking out hull, if I recall correctly. Or other way around, they're not good at all against armor, if I recall. I don't really remember, I don't use them very often. But their rate of fire is just ridiculously high, so you can go through ships pretty quickly with it that way. Alright, so I think their fighter screen has made it somewhat through mine, but here comes more of my fighter screen. And I think that that's most of their fighters destroyed at this point in time. Alright, so any of my fleets dropping below too much? Nope, okay. So we haven't destroyed any of their carriers yet, their main ships just yet, and these little guys, now that they're in this close range fight, dealing quite a lot of damage to us. The shields on these guys are actually pretty vicious, so that long-range kinetic artillery is doing a pretty okay job of it, though. Where's all my bombers off to? I don't really know what my bombers slash fighter escorts are all doing right now, but maybe they're still fighting stuff back here, actually. Can definitely see like the major ships, like the big hitters of my fleet, sort of sticking it out in the back, though. They've got plenty of point defenses as well, so I'm not too worried about the enemy's bombers either. Alright, one of my Damocles is getting absolutely pounded there. That's okay, though. Let's see. Yeah, this one fleet's down quite a bit, I think, but that's okay. This fleet's dropping in fleet power pretty rapidly now. They're down all the way to 57.9k. I think some of my ships got like too far forward or something like that, I don't really know, but we got corvettes sort of picking around the outsides of these guys, doing some pretty good damage with those mining lasers. I think the mining lasers are definitely better than these Gatling gun type weapons, just because the Gatling guns just do so poorly against armor. I really am not sure what the point of these Gatling guns is, honestly. Alright. So this should be one of their fleets basically wiped out, and I think we've actually still got enough to keep going forward. Ooh, Second Strike Force took a big hit there somehow, in terms of their fleet power. Alright, let's keep building ships, I guess. Betra Secundus. It is probably the Damocles that are getting most wiped out here. Yeah, our amount of fleet cap has actually gone down by a decent amount here, too. Okay. I still feel as though we have enough that we can take out one more of their fleets, probably. We're really not taking out very many of their destroyers. Their battlecruisers are getting destroyed pretty quickly, but their smaller ships, I guess, we're just not focus firing because of the weapon compositions I've chosen or something, like guessing. I don't really know why. But for whatever reason, we've taken out, like, yeah, we've taken out all their big ships, and now we're just starting to work on their smaller ships. Weird. Well, either way, they're sort of driving straight into the midst of all these battleships. And a lot of these battleships you can see running their repair ability, so I think that there's some sort of indicator that we've got them on this fight here. So this should be enough to swing the minus 4% back to like close to 0%. Alright. Yeah, that's back to 0% there. So we lost a crap ton of corvettes there. Crap ton of corvettes there. Crap ton of corvettes there. So I guess we just have to rebuild a bunch of corvettes. They want a living metal, they'll give me a bunch of energy credits. Okay, I'm okay with that. So I guess, yeah, all we have to do at this point in time is just build replacement corvettes. If we really want to. And let's go to Herma as well. Okay, so that really helped. Just have to keep the pressure up, destroy as much of the stuff as we can, and then potentially like occupy a couple of their worlds. If we can do the whole thing at once, maybe, that would be ideal. But it's kind of risky sending out too much stuff here. Let's send this group already here, I think. I don't want to lose my ground army again, but it might happen. Pretty likely to happen, in all honesty, let's be honest here. Alright, kill these guys. Still losing a crap load of energy credits, but it's also okay. Yeah, that long-range kinetic artillery really helps against these sorts of stations here, these outposts or whatever. Just because it lets you sort of devastate them before you even get close. I'm going to take one of our fleets, though, and have it destroy this planet's defenses here. You only need really the 2 fleets here. Sagacious. Okay, so we need another scientist. And no good ones, just getting one that'll live for a while. Get you. It's just research there. Alright. It's a sector, I'm not even really getting the full limit of that anyway. Alright. And where is our in-transit transport fleet? Here it is. Let's just get both of you guys out here just in case. I don't really know what these guys' ground armies are like here. Looks like their ground forces are actually pretty standard. Alright, we'll do it this way. Alright, now what do we do? Well, I guess actually we want to grab one of our scientists if we can. This guy's not really... Oh, that's a research station. I don't think this one was doing that much. How's the science down here? It's actually really high. Okay, what about over here? Yeah, this place I didn't think had that much science. Okay, so we grab our scientist from over here. Start researching up the stuff that we've been blowing up here. As well as researching projects in system would also be a good idea. Okay, so yeah, our ships here just going to heal up a bit from that fight there. Should be fine, even while they're sort of bombarding the planet. I think that they'll have one of those shielded planets as well as the type of faction that they are, so we'll have to deal with that in whichever way we do. I wonder if my ally's going to like slip in here with their transport fleet and steal the glory on this one. Alright, so they should have more than one fleet, though, if I recall. Maybe they don't in this size. Let's go to Herma again. Something like that, I don't really care. Alright. And our fleet here, 14,000. It needs to keep growing before we can really commit to it. I think at this point in time our corvettes are just a little bit less relevant than they were. Could probably avoid or not worry about building them anymore. I should be upgrading the like transport ships I've got here. Don't need that. Upgrade this. Okay, so just 1 0 point. Okay, save that. It's fine. Alright. Could also add in some defenses and stuff like that, but it really doesn't matter that much. This should just never be in combat. So you don't actually really pay for those. Your ground armies just sort of have them. Okay. Another scientist level up, that's fine. So I don't know if I'm actually allowed to get anything out of the debris from these things. Yeah, autocannons, guardian point defense. Advanced stuff there, giga cannons. It's kind of good. Okay, that's useless. Neutronium armor, that's actually the top tier for that. Well, we can get a little bit of stuff out of this. Alright, we should be able to do this planetary landing pretty easily here. Who died? Leader. Is that governor? Yeah, huh. Alright, well, that's fine, I guess. Alright, ground forces have landed. Got an election coming in. I think we elect the same one because I can't afford to have our fleet cap diminish right now. So we'll support you, and we'll do it twice just to be sure, and then we can also do the edict here. This one's actually one we can do again. Alright, so I think we start sending you guys off to Hishma, maybe. We'll wait a little bit longer. Should be able to take Penic pretty easily. Especially because we got, like, the Psionic Avatar down here. And it's, like, not great, but it'll still just trash a ground force before most other things can. Okay. I have to be a bit careful. I don't want to lose too many of these ground troops here, but Morphlings as well are also quite strong. Yeah, no, there they go. Okay, so I can move off. Alright. Wait. What? What? Neutrality allowing end of the Helven Remnant. What? How? How did this happen? Okay. They gave up way, way faster than I thought they were going to. Okay, the core here, surface. Who lives here? They've got some robots. We're purging those guys. I don't really care about that. Let's go ahead and set the rights of these guys. They've got garrison health, fortification health bonuses, and stuff like that. Physics output, habitability. So these guys are going to revolt before I can actually fix anything here, but let's give full citizenship. Living standards to Utopian. Military service is full. Colonization allowed, no population controls, blah, blah, blah. I mean, if I had access to chemical bliss, this would be a good time to use it, but... Ibrak, set rights for you guys as well. How did I get Ibraks in my systems here? Interesting. Alright, so that was very anticlimactic. Alright, cool. Apparently we got some of these guys that are technically in our empire as well. I don't really know what's going on here, but let's just do this. I should probably set this to the default one, but sometimes you don't actually want to, I find. So we are automatically destroying the synthetics, if I recall correctly. And that's okay, honestly. I don't really mind that. But we are going to have to make a new sector, so... I think we keep these planets, though, because the Fallen Empire planets are usually really, really powerful. I just have to figure out, like, how do I stop these guys from revolting? Like, we're... Because I don't have any ground armies just yet. Could use propaganda broadcasts to get it up a bit, but I don't know if that would be enough. Well, let's figure out what we can do here, but in any event, that's going to be our episode probably for today. Yeah, they just crumbled. I don't really know how that happened, but in any event, hope you found this episode enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time. Oh, I think I know what must have happened. Maybe they only did have the one army. Well, either way,